We're back again with another Armstrong repair video, and this time we've got an insanely beautiful Ferrari that had a pretty bad accident. The challenge? Fully restore it in just 1 week. So, let's check out this 2013 Ferrari 458 Spider. Make sure you're subscribed here, and let's dive into this Italian beast. Matt bought this car from an auction, and as he says, it was the cheapest Ferrari in the world at the time. It had a pretty severe accident, but he decided to take it on as a challenge and wanted to fix everything within 7 days. He had previously restored a similar car for his dad, which was already a tough job, but this one looked even trickier. This model is among the last naturally aspirated Ferraris, and it was clear it had been sitting for a long time after the crash. From the inside, it was a total mess, and although there were visible exterior issues, some problems weren't obvious yet. So Matt lifted the car and brought it to the workshop to figure out what needed fixing and where to start. Before even inspecting it, he began cleaning the interior because, honestly, it was a disaster inside. While cleaning, he tried to open the right door, but it was stuck. After multiple attempts, he managed to lower the window, and finally, it opened, although not completely due to the damaged fender from the accident. Next, he opened the roof, which worked fine, allowing him to easily clean behind the seats. Once that was done, it was time to check the engine. Ferraris come with something called an inertia switch, which basically cuts or limits fuel supply in the event of an accident to prevent fires. Before starting the car, he made sure it was functioning. A quick background on the car. Before the accident, it had only 16,000 miles since 2013, and its first owner had clearly taken good care of it. Matt stepped on the brake and pressed the start button, but nothing happened. No starter sound, no engine reaction. A second battery was tested, but still nothing. Finally, he removed the old battery and connected the cables directly to a healthy battery. This time, the car came to life, making an unmistakable Ferrari sound. However, the engine stalled quickly due to a noise from the fan, indicating more damage that needed assessing. And that's where the real repair work began. Matt dismantled the front trunk parts, the leather, plastic, and the trunk floor, completely removing everything from the front. He took off the front bumper and hood. Luckily, since it's a 2013 model, all parts were relatively easy to find, making this challenge less difficult compared to other Ferraris he had restored. He then removed the left fender and side skirt to access all bolts and mounting points. This was Armstrong's first time working on Ferrari bodywork. Previously, he only handled mechanical and engine components. Matt moved on to the suspension, brakes, and wheel hubs. He removed all parts attached to the damaged fenders on the passenger side. The right side was in decent condition, so he left it as a reference for reassembly. He also dealt with a broken steering rack, aluminum left door, and interior seat belts that were affected by the accident. First, he removed the seats and disconnected the electricals to make space. His dad joined him to help with the steering box and roof bolts to finally remove the seatbelt unit. At the rear, he found suspension issues and removed the left wheel. Protective covers around the wheels were taken off to inspect hidden damage. Then he worked on the rear bumper, tail lights, and rear chassis alignment issues. Matt purchased the necessary suspension parts for the front, costing about $2,500. He installed the right side first, with his dad helping him on the left side. Before fitting the calipers, he checked the brake discs and found a small crack that would need replacing the next day. The steering rack arrived, costing $1,700, and his dad installed it, securing it to the chassis and connecting the steering column. The brake lines damaged by the accident were replaced, and interior door panels and airbags were removed for repair or replacement. The old door was prepped for the new one, which cost $400. Rear suspension parts arrived, costing $6,500. Matt removed and installed new panels, ensuring all mounting points and welds were precise. For the front, he fabricated and installed new mounts for the cooling units, costing around $600. He then prepared the rear fender, checking all gaps and measurements for perfect alignment. Meanwhile, Matt began installing a full carbon fiber body kit, including front bumper, skirts, and hood. Front brake discs were replaced at $1,250 each. The cooling system was installed, hoses and AC pipes connected, and the engine circuit filled with coolant. After careful checks for air pockets, the engine was started. Temperature readings were monitored, and the radiator, previously welded multiple times, developed a leak again. Matt applied high-temp epoxy and allowed it to cure for 24 hours before restarting the engine. Rear fenders returned from painting, and he fitted Ferrari logos. The hood was adjusted for perfect alignment. The car was transported to the paint shop, taking about a week of work. Once back, final adjustments were made to the front end, including spacers for perfect gaps between hood and bumper. Protective undercarriage panels were reinstalled, and wheels secured. At the rear, the exhaust system was partially upgraded with new valves and connections. Engine bay plastics and diffuser were reinstalled. Interior work continued, including door panels, carbon fiber interior trim, seats, and seat belt installation. Electrical connections were checked, and the airbag ECU was reset, a necessary step for post-accident Ferraris. Finally, the Ferrari was ready for the track. On the first lap, the car performed well, but the manual transmission occasionally shifted to higher gears on its own. After some adjustments, the car ran smoothly, though warning messages appeared on the dashboard due to the airbag unit, indicating that this repair journey isn't fully complete yet. So, there you have it. Matt and his team brought this accident-damaged 458 Spider back to life, combining technical skill, mechanical know-how, and pure passion for Italian supercars. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts on this beast in the comments. That's it for now. Peace out.